matter what you're going through, God knows right where you are. How many of you know that God loves you no matter what you've done? No matter how bad you think it was, God loves you anyway. That God is with you right now. He sees your pain. He sees your trouble. And all you got to do is call on him. All you got to do is just call his holy name. And he'll come see about you. I know I got some witnesses in here today who know that God will come see about you. He knows each one of us individually. He knows us and he loves us. Thank the Lord. Amen. Amen. Come on, give God something. Give God a clap. Thank God that he loves us so much. He gave us his only begotten Son. And now that we have a right relationship with him. Let's bow our heads. Eternal God, our Father and our friends, again, as we come before your throne. We come, Lord, first of all, to just say thank you. We thank you, Lord, for this is the day that you made, and you said that we should rejoice and be glad in it, Lord. And we're glad today, Lord, that you woke us up, started us up on our way, Lord, and then brought us out to the house of prayer. And for that, we give you praise. We ask and pray now, Lord, as we assemble in this place, we ask you, Lord, to speak to us individually and collectively, Lord. We know, Lord, that you know our faults. You know our triumphs. Lord, you know everything about us. And we just say thank you for it. We thank you for it. We give you praise in advance, Lord, for what you're getting ready to say and what you're getting ready to do. We glorify your name. And it's in Jesus' name that we pray. Let every heart say amen. Amen. And amen. If you would, in your Bibles, in the book of Matthew, chapter number 5. Book of Matthew, chapter number 5. If you would, you get that, you would just say amen. Amen. Chapter number 5. Book of Matthew. Chapter 5. We begin reading at verse number 13. Just a few verses, just a couple of verses. 5 and 13, the word says that you are the salt of the earth. That's right. But if the salt have lost its savor, wherewith shall it be salted? It is therefore good for nothing, that's right, but to be cast out and to be trodden under foot of men. You are the light of the world. That's right. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it gives light to all that are in the house. Let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Amen. Amen. And just for a few moments, I like to take these 4 verses and tag this with what I call look like light, but taste like salt. Look like light, but taste like salt. Is that all right? It's not easy to be a dedicated Christian. The world that we live in is not a friend of God. That's right. Nor to God's people. Whether we like it or not, there's a conflict us in the world. Why? Because we are different from the world. And we have a different attitude. When we read the scriptures, we find that they represent an outlook totally different from the world. The world praises pride, not humility. The world endorses sin, especially if you get away with it. The world is at war with God. God is seeking to reconcile his enemies and make all of his enemies his children. God has chosen each one of us to help make his plan of action complete. We've been called to make a difference in this world. The places where we go and the people that we encounter every day ought to know that we are different from the masses of the people. We should have a different appetite about things of the world. This world is not our home. I don't know about you, but I'm just passing it. I'm on my way somewhere else. I'm living down here so I can live again somewhere else. Our focus every day ought to be, what does God want me to do today? Where does God want me to go today? What does God want me to say today? Too many of us are satisfied right where we are. You ain't got to say amen. If your trust or if your drive every day is to try to figure out where you're going to obtain all the money that you make every day so you can pay all your bills, well, you are part of this world. If all your time and most of your time is spent trying to figure out how you're going to get that brand new house or that brand new car, you are part of this world. Look, I know that it takes money to live on. I know that all that we have to work for, that we're trying to provide for our families, but thinking about how we're going to acquire things in this world shouldn't occupy all of our time. Jesus said that we are the salt of the earth, which means that our job is to help preserve this world that we live in. It's not to help fill it up and destroy it. We are called to be different. I know that these kinds of sermons are not popular. But guess what? I ain't trying to be popular. Come on. Jesus said that we are the light of the world. We need to live in a way every day to help folks see. That's what light does. It helps folks see.
That's right.
This is a dark world that we live in. And it's becoming darker every day.
Yes, it is.
We've been chosen to put some light on the road so that people can see where they're going.
That's right.
We are the salt of the earth so that people ought not be comfortable when we are around.
Jesus.
We ought to be different. You are a child of God. Everywhere you go, you ought to stir things up. It ought not be the same.
All right now.
But in this message here this morning, in the book of Matthew, chapter number 5, we see where Jesus now is giving his Sermon on the Mount. And the Sermon on the Mount was one of Jesus' crown jewels of sermon. Jesus, on the Sermon of the Mount, the Bible lets us know in the very first verse of number 5 that that he went up into a mountain. And when he had sent his disciples, his disciples that came unto him, and Jesus began to teach them. So Jesus began to teach them about the character of life. He began to explain to them what life was all about. He began to teach them and tell them what blessing was all about. Because many of us are familiar with these first few verses of chapter number 5, because they are known as the Beatitudes. In the Beatitudes, Jesus explains to his disciples as well as the multitude that was there. He began to explain to them what blessing was all about. He lets them know that blessings come for those who are poor in spirit. Blessings come to those who mourn. Blessings come to those who are meek. Blessings come to those who hunger and thirst after righteousness. Yeah. But the blessings that Jesus is talking about here in this text, that he's not talking about, well, surely blessings mean happiness, but Jesus is not talking about the kind of happiness that this world describes. You see that happiness that this world describes depends on happiness. Depends on what's going on around you. Yeah. But Jesus lets these disciples here know that this blessedness that he's talking about here is a blessedness on the inside. Yeah. That is joy down in our heart. Yeah. It's having the happiness that the Lord has given to you regardless of what's going on all around you. Right. There's somebody here who knows this morning that joy. That you can have joy and you don't have to have any money in your pocket. Right. That you can have joy and you don't have to have anything of value. You don't have to have any expensive cars or houses, but you can still have joy. Jesus said, blessed are those who are pure in heart. Blessed are those who are peacemakers. Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness. How many of you know that as Christians that we're going to be persecuted? And if you're not being persecuted, you might need to take a look at yourself. You might need to discover what it is that you might be doing wrong. But here in verse number 13, Jesus began to let his hearers know. And he explains how Christians ought to be in two ways. He says that you are the salt and that you are the light. He said that you ought to look like light, but you ought to taste like salt. Well, let me explain it. He says that first of all, in verse number 13, he says that you are the salt of the earth. But if the salt has lost its savor, wherewith shall it be salted? It's good, therefore, for nothing but to be cast out and to be trodden under the foot of men. He said, you are the salt of the earth. Yeah. But he didn't tell his disciples that you are the salt of Jerusalem. He said you are the salt of the earth. Yeah. And he's talking to you and me that we are the salt of this whole world that we live in. Yeah. Now everybody here knows what salt is. Salt is a cheap commodity, but salt is plentiful. And because salt is plentiful, we take salt for granted. But that salt is for two things. The salt is a preservative as well as a seasoning. That salt is a preservative in the fact that salt preserves anything from going bad. If you don't believe me, our oceans are full of salt. And the reason our oceans are full of salt is because if they were not, diseases would be all over our whole land. That salt is a preservative. I remember because when I was a young boy, my granddad used to have what they call a salt house. A salt house. He had a farm, and he would have hogs, he would have cows, pigs, there you go, and he would take those animals and he would hang them up on a hook in the salt house. And the salt house would have salt all on the floor, salt all on the wall. But whenever you went in that salt house, even if you went there in the dead heat of the summer, it was always a little bit cooler in that salt house because of the salt that was there as a preservative to keep the meat from spoiling. Well, my brothers and sisters, we are just like the salt that this text is talking about. We are salt in the sense that we are preservatives for the earth. That we were not in place. If God had not placed us here, this world would have been over a long time ago. But it's because of our saltiness. Not only are we saltiness as far as a preservative, but we are saltiness as far as a season. And that's what Jesus is talking about here in this text. He said that you are the salt of the earth, but if the salt loses savor or the salt loses its taste, how is it going to be salted again? I got one more demonstration for you. I like soup. And soup only tastes like soup. Good soup has a lot of salt. I know that salt ain't good for you. But if soup ain't got a whole lot of salt in it, it ain't no soup. It's not good soup. Matter of fact, it's too bland. But God has called us to be the salt of this earth because we are to help this world taste good. Because this world that we live in, this is a bland world. This is a dark world that we live in. But because of the position that God has put us in, that now that we are the salt of the earth, too many of us today's time, that we are taking my same example, making soup. You know how to good, when you make a good batch of soup, you know, you put potatoes in it, you put carrots in it, you put garlic in it, you put a little basil in it. I better quit talking. My wife might she think I can't cook. But you put all this stuff in the soup to make it good. Well, if you already got salt in the soup, and if you keep on adding all those ingredients, if you put some more water in it, what's going to happen? Well, the salt is going to go away. The salt is going away, and the soup is not going to taste good. And that's what's happening in the world today. We got too many deluded Christians. We got too many Christians who've been deluded with the things of this world. That you've been deluded with all the money that you got. That you've been deluded with all the things that you got. All the stuff that you got. All the things that attract and take away your attention from Almighty God. That we've become contaminated by this world. That this world has caused us to be off, miss the mark that God has placed us here for. Christ says that wherefore, wherewith shall it be salted, it is therefore good for nothing, but to be cast out and be trodden full of meat. You know, when salt goes bad, when salt loses its saltiness, salt ain't good for nothing but to be thrown down on the ground. And to cause and to kill snow. That's what it's for. That's all it's good for, just to be walked upon. And that's what happened with some of us today. Those of us who have been deluded Christians that we've been thrown on now, people are just walking all over us. People are just walking all over us because we're supposed to be saints standing up for the Lord. But because we've lost our saltiness, because we've lost our flavor, because we've lost what God has originally put us here for, that folks are walking all over us. I stopped by here today to tell you, my brothers and sisters, that God has a work for all of us to do. Yes, He does. Not only Jesus said that we are the salt of the earth, but Christ says that in verse 14, He said that you are the light of the world. He gives two examples. He says that you are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do men light a candle and put it on a bushel, but on a candlestick, that it gives light to all that are in the house. He gives us two examples of how Christians ought to be able to shine.
That's right.
Well, light was put here, so what light does, light shines in darkness. And truly, this world that we live in, it's a dark world. It's a world that is chaotic, and it's getting chaotic every day. It's a world that is full of darkness. This is a dangerous world that we're living in. And the light that God has given us, Jesus said that I am the light of the world. And if Jesus is the light of the world and we are his disciples, well, that means that now that we have a little light to shine. I don't know about you, but I'm going to let my little light shine. I'm going to let my light shine so that others might see the goodness in me and begin to glorify God in heaven. He said that you are a city set on a hill. Well, a city that sits on a hill, that's lighted up, everybody can see that city. In this text, Christ was talking about the city of Jerusalem. Jerusalem city set on a hill. And therefore, Jerusalem at night, when it was lit up, you could see the city from everywhere. And that's the kind of walk that we ought to have as Christians. Our light ought to be so shining that wherever we go, people ought to recognize that we are a child of God. I know there are many of us who are secret Christians. The Bible says here in this text, neither do men light a candle and put it on a bushel. Because they are secret Christians. There are some folks who don't want anybody else to know that they're a Christian. Come on. But how about my brother and sister, if you are a child of God, you ought to tell somebody that you're a child of God. It's always amazing to me that we can have a passion for a whole lot of stuff. But then when it comes to talking about God's word, we ain't got no passion at all. Many of us we got a passion for sports. You start talking about sports, and we won't shut up talking about sports. We talk about football, we talk about baseball, we talk about basketball, but when you get around somebody, you won't tell nobody about Jesus. You won't give nobody your testimony. Women, you the same way. You talk about everything. You talk about what's going on the television. You talk about how to cook stuff. You talk about all different kind of things. But when it comes to standing up and tell somebody about a man named Jesus, we all are big Christians. We all are secret Christians. There's some secret Christians in this place today. Christ says that neither do men light a candle and put it up on the bushel, but they put it on a candlestick. And it gives light to everybody that's in the house. I don't know about you today, but I don't want to be no secret Christian. I want to be a shining Christian. I want to be a Christian that lights up the whole world. That whenever I go somewhere, that's a child of God. That's a man who loves the Lord. Jesus said you ought to let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father who is in heaven. Well, preacher, where are we ought to let our light shine? We ought to let our light shine before men. Well, what men are those, preacher? Those are the men and women of this world. That we ought to let our light shine. We ought to let our light shine in the dark places of this world. We ought to let our light shine in the dangerous places of this world. That we've been called to make a difference. That others might see our good works. Well, preacher, what are good works? Well, I'm glad you asked. they say that it's good works. And it is a good work.
Yeah.
But if it's not glorifying God, it's not good work. That's a good work that Christ is talking about here are works that are going to give him glory, that are going to give him praise. You see, Christ is the root, and good works are the fruit. That we ought to look like light, we ought to taste like salt. That we are called to be different, my brothers and sisters. I know that these kind of sermons are not popular. Right? But my brothers and sisters, I stopped by here this morning to let you know that God has some work for all of us to do. And we are to live, to let our light shine before men. Well, what light, preacher? The light of Jesus Christ. Jesus said that he is the light of the world. That since he is the light of the world, we all want to give Christ, give God our best. We all want to be like light. Folks can't see how to come out of darkness. If all we got, if every time, every place that we go, we're going to agree with folks and talk with people want to talk about. That's right. I don't know about you, but you know, if I got friends who just want to talk about what they want to talk about, and they don't want to talk about what I want to talk about, they ain't good friends. That's right. But a good friend talk about what you want to talk about. Because so long I found out. But they weren't going to give up praying. They just going to pray forever. So I said, I don't know. I'm going to go in the house. I'm going to go in the den. I went in the den and turned the TV on. And I could see them outside just running around the house looking for me. Hide and go seek. I'm sitting there watching TV. They were running and hiding, trying to find me. Well, there's somebody here this morning. If you've been running and hiding from God for so long, and God has set it up for you today, that you can come out of hiding, that you can be found today, because the light is here today. You can come out of darkness and come into the marvelous light. Let us sing another stanza today. And you let your pew go so that you might come now. Give me your hand and give God your heart. Why don't you come today? Why don't you come? At the cross, meet me here, meet me here, meet me here, at the cross. I surrender, I give it all. At the cross.